someone just had lunch and now we're about to head off. We're going to go for a bit of a drive and go visit his granddad, my dad, and I can show you guys, and you actually for the first time, where I grew up. It's a bit of a drive away. I did forget to mention I sort of grew up in the wilderness.
Not really.
Sort of. Wilderness, man. Look, there's cows. That's a wilderness. Sort of. So my dad is obsessed with trains and building things in the same way that I'm obsessed with animation. And he creates as many projects. And this is one of his projects.
This is the railroad.
This is my dad. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, hi.
The internet?
This is the Brooks bus.
We grew up on 25 acres and he's built a train track that goes around all of it.
Film out there.
And a functioning train that rides on it. Come here. It's okay, Baba. When is it ready? This is all the railroad is collected to build it with. When we moved here, I was about this big, and there was nothing here except for half of that house. It was all paddocks. And my dad's a builder and he started a building company. But obviously one of his passions, oh, you want to run around? Go, run, mini Jazza.
Go look at the model rail.
Yeah, we'll check it out. I'm just explaining that, like, when we moved here, we planted all the pine trees, and Dad built the barns and the sheds and started up a building business with a factory and all this stuff. Aside from building large trains around the place, his other hobby has been building small trains. So how did you balance hobbies like this? Because obviously this sort of thing takes a huge amount of time and work to make, both the big train and the little trains. Like, how did you manage doing this stuff and also starting a building business?
Don't watch too much TV.
I suppose that could be said about computer games today too. So it's all a bit different now. Things change over the years, but I used to have my computer set up here in the corner, and even though I lived out in the wilderness, we had a 56k modem, and I'd spend pretty much every hour of the day that I was allowed to, you know, drawing pictures and animating and stuff. So grew up out in the bush, and this is exactly where I made all my stick figure animations, my Paladin cartoons, all the way up until I was about 17 years old. Hey, what are you doing there? You found a car. You want to go for a joyride? Hey, ladies. My dad's a bit of an artist too. So, as you can tell, both with artistic interest and project obsession, I think my dad and I have a lot in common. Time to head home. It's good to visit Dad. It's interesting because I sort of see the place I grew up in with new eyes now that I'm sort of showing you, because I always sort of took the place I grew up in for granted because my dad, you know, built it from sort of nothing, but I was quite busy animating and not paying too much attention, and, you know, but I'm really grateful for the childhood I had and the growing out in nature, and my dad was a pretty cool example of, you know, if you just do stuff, if you work hard and you work on the things that you want to build into businesses, and even the things you love as hobbies, that they can turn into things that are really enjoyable and fun to share with people. So I'm sort of glad I had that as an example. But anyways, I thought that might be interesting to show you while I was visiting, you know, the place I grew up in. I hope you found it interesting, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. My Monday extended belated weekend day.
Not extended.
No, it's shifted.
Delayed.
Delayed weekend.